What's up, everybody? This is Nurse Stu, and this is my first video on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about it. So today we're going to talk about video quality when it comes to streaming. I've recently gotten into streaming and I've gone through a lot of trials about what to do. Is this good enough? Does this look professional? I've had so many questions, and I feel like you're probably experiencing the same thing. So I want to explain my experiences and hopefully guide you guys in making easier decisions when it comes to buying a camera, what kind of lights to get, where to put your lights. Alrighty, so the first thing I want to talk about is lighting. I don't care if you have a $2,000 camera or an $80 camera. If you have poor lighting, your video quality will be poor. The Minger LED strip lights from Amazon for $20. Those are the lights you see in the background. Right now I have the purple lights going on, but it comes with this remote and it allows me to, dimmer them, make them brighter, change colors. I can even put on a light show. I could run my own EDM festival in here with this. And I highly recommend it. As you can see right now, I've got the purple in the background, and it kind of just sets the mood for my stream. I change it up all the time. For example, we can go red, we can go blue, we can go white, and then I will show you what it looks like with it off. And when it's off, it really just creates a plain feel. The quality is still very good, but I feel like that's because of the camera that I'm using. But I really feel like for $20, this has been an awesome purchase, and I will put a link down in the description for those that are interested. Anyways, 20 bucks, I was able to outline my whole closet. Alrighty, so let me talk to you about my second piece of lighting. So I have the Viltrox 2-pack LED light panels, and I have two of them, one to my right and one to my left. But let me explain to you what I kind of went through before I arrived to this decision. So the first and main one, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard, are the circle lights. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It feels like the sun's sitting right on my face. My eyes get tired. I'm sure I'm getting skin cancer with how close I have to bring it. And it just burns out my eyes. Like, I cannot game for more than an hour and a half with those bearing down right at me without getting the light quality that I want and getting a good image. Now, some of you will say, well, get the ones with the remotes where you can turn it down, but I wasn't getting the lighting that I really wanted with that. When it's faced up directly at you, you got to put it at a pretty high setting to make you stand out with your background kind of blurry. And so I wasn't able to do that. Anyways, the Viltrox 2-pack LED light panels that I bought, remember I said I had two on the side? Well, I have them slanted downwards. So one coming in through the right at me, one coming in through the left at me. And this, with them facing down and tilted, my eyes are okay. I can see them in my peripherals, but I'm not being blinded. And it does the same thing I was telling you. It gives that kind of dark background and really brings me out. So I highly recommend it. It also comes with this remote. I'm able to turn them off. As you can see, the lighting in the background is still pretty good. It's a different kind of tone. It's got an ominous tone without those lights. Still good quality, but your streamers want to see you. They're coming to see you, and I feel like these lights really bring out me. So let me explain to you this remote. I'm allowed to change how bright they are. Let me lower them down for you guys real quick. And you can kind of see it. Another thing you can do with it is you can make them a yellow tone, which kind of makes me darker. So if you've been gaming for the past 2 weeks with no sleep and missing a lot of sunlight and vitamin Z, these are your lights. It gives you like a mocha chocolate brown color, like you went to Tan World. Now that we got lighting out of the way, if you're worried about anything, remember this: get your lighting perfect. You can have a cheap camera, and when you get your lighting perfect, you will be very happy. And my goddamn alarm's going off. You can do a lot of manipulations with lighting placement, and really bring out a better quality than your camera allows. So now that we got that out of the way, it is time for the camera. So the two cameras I'm going to talk about are the Logitech C922 and the Sony a6000. So you have a low-end spectrum camera, webcam, and you have a mirrorless camera. So let's go over what I was doing with the C922 with my current lighting setup to bring out the best image possible. Alrighty guys, so the image that you're seeing right now is the Logitech C922 HD 1080p camera. There is nothing wrong with this camera, and it is a perfectly good camera as long as you have adequate lighting. A couple of things I want to point out that to help bring you the best image quality. When you're in Streamlabs OBS or OBS and you're adjusting with the settings, turn off your autofocus, turn off everything that has auto on it. You don't want it zooming in and out, blurring you out while you're in the middle of the stream. You want to finesse with what you're working with, and then when you're streaming, know that nothing on the outside is going to interfere with your video quality. Another thing, exposure 5s for me in my experience has the best settings. I can make some pretty cool effects come out when I lower the exposure and higher up my lighting, but my hands start getting choppy for some reason on these cameras. The exposure 5 setting does the job. Another thing that I want to point out is mess with the gain first before anything else. You can get really good quality with just adjusting the gain and the lighting. When you start doing, brightness editing and saturation effects, it really distorts your image and it doesn't bring out that professional looking image. So, one last thing. Shroud uses this camera. We all know who Shroud is. A lot of streamers use this camera. There's nothing wrong with this camera. I just want to turn off the lights in the background, kind of give you the image that I'm working with. And I'll turn off the 2 front lights that I have with just my settings alone on the camera. And I mean, it's not a bad quality. Whatever you're looking for, you can achieve with this camera. A Sony a6000. I will also drop a link in the description on where to get this on Amazon. But the video quality that you're seeing right now is all stock. I turned it on to video mode and this is literally what you're seeing. I've done no adjustments. All I do is adjust the lighting, and the video quality on this thing is a beast. I highly recommend it. But that cam link Elgato is trash. Discontinue it. It's not good. It runs through a USB port. It takes up so much bandwidth that you're literally losing a whole USB root on your motherboard for this device. It makes 0 sense to me. I highly don't recommend it. Highly never did recommend it. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't get it. I took the Elgato HD60S, the little cartridge thing. I was previously using it to stream with it on my Xbox and my gaming PC. I just took an HDMI, mini HDMI, plugged it into the camera, plugged it into that Elgato, and this is what you're seeing. This is the quality that it gets. Completely standard. I will turn off these lights. You can see what I'm working with. Look, you see how it auto adjusts? I have it on autofocus, which remember with the C922, I told you to turn that off. This one does it just right. It's very minimal. It's not going to distort any of your image. And look at this. When I put this up, it completely focuses in on that. This is an amazing camera. If you are very serious about streaming or want to take it to the next level and just want to stop worrying about, is your video quality good enough? Can it be better? Which I questioned 100 times. You don't need to do that anymore. Do yourself a favor and get a Sony a6000 if that's what you want. If it's not in your budget, go with the Logitech C922. It is the best bang for your buck, and you can get a very clear and crisp image that your viewers will appreciate. Alrighty guys, that is all. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Alrighty guys, take care. And don't forget, I'm on Mixer. Nurse Sue, follow me.